So I was starting to shake, like my legs were shaking. It's like the day I lost my virginity. My legs started tapping, like, oh, she's gonna mess up my shot.
That's awesome, man. Good job.
Hunting began over 2 million years ago, and the distance between who we are as hunters, following in the footsteps of those before us, and unfortunately what we are becoming today in modern times. That is the Primal Divide. Alright, it is Kentucky. The opener was yesterday. Pretty much every turkey season is opened up everywhere right now. So clock's ticking. We got to get after it. We're hunting with my buddy Corey Anderson. If you don't know who that is, oh my God, it's so awesome. And there's weight to it. Oh, that's gorgeous, man. Has it sunk in?
I don't think so, not quite. Like, I
Really?
realized on the champ, but the emotional part of it, like, I cry in the cage, but
Yeah.
like, the fact I'm the champ, I don't know if it's gonna sit until I fight again. I don't know. I'm just back to being normal me, low maintenance,
Yeah.
in the woods. Like, I
That's-
forget about the people. Like,
But that's
oh,
always been
ring
you,
the
though.
bell.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's the thing. I never changed. Like, I always had the mindset, I'm gonna be the champ. So, what's going on, everybody? This is Corey Overtime Anderson. A lot of y'all might know me from the cage as the Bellator Light Heavyweight Champion of the world. But most of you have no clue that I love being in the outdoors. From whitetail hunting to fishing. And this week, we're about to get into some turkey hunting for the first time. So, I'm excited to be out here with you guys. And hopefully we can put something down.
But this side was more gradual, and those birds would always come up one of these sides and kind of curl around, and then they would enter the field here.
That's where the camera is. I sent you the picture of the feet and I'm coming up right there. The camera's right past some trees. He's coming up that hill.
Yep.
And then I'll have them some little creeks or anything down here. I'll have them jump over this down tree. There'll be like 4 or 5 hens hopping over. And I'm sure it's a time somewhere nearby.
Oh, for sure. Turkeys looking for bugs and shit. A lot of big trees down in the bottom that I could definitely see those birds wanting to roost in. I do think that birds are going to come here. We're going to hear them down that valley. I'd be surprised if they pitch down onto us. I think it's going to be one of those deals we're going to have to work those birds up to this point. But what I'm seeing right now, I like this layout. I don't try to get myself talked into a spot where I want to see a turkey. I'm trying to play off of, you know, what the habitat's telling me. But I could definitely see some birds coming up here. There's some scratching and stuff. They're already picking at this dirt, looking for bugs already. So it's all really good signs. Aren't real big, but the trees you've got down there at the creek, I'm assuming that's a creek down there?
Yeah. Right down, it goes all the way along the bottom.
Yep. So those are your bigger trees. So traditionally that'll be where those birds will roost at, right on top of that creek. That is not far for them to pitch down and for us to call them up into here. We actually went through some call sounds last night in the parking lot after we got done with dinner, and he actually sounds pretty good for somebody who hasn't turkey hunted much before. So he's got his yelps down, he's got his purrs down and stuff like that. So we'll work on some cuts and different cadence and things like that, and get after it. So it's gonna be a good morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning already here in Kentucky. Do you have a shot?
Kinda.
You might have to take him.
Do that now.
Take him. Got it. Get up. Get up. Take him. Got it. Get up. Get up.
Dude, that was one hell of a shot.
That's a good shot. I mean,
About
damn.
35, 40 yards. I can take right now at the rangefinder.
Threading the needle through the trees. I could see the opening you were waiting for.
44 and a half yards.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that opening you were waiting for.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, he
I
stuck
waited
his head
for it.
up.
When you say take him,
Yeah, I was like, you gotta take him. Yeah. That's that same bird from last night. He's just not aggressive.
A little scared ass bird.
Yeah, not an aggressive bird. 2-year-old bird. Yeah, he's just not aggressive.
Oh man.
You'll have that. They're not all as tough as you.
I was starting to shake, like my legs were shaking. It's like the day I lost my virginity. My legs started tapping. Like, oh, she's gonna mess up my shot.
That's awesome, man. Good job.
Oh, he's stinking. Yeah, man.
Got a good beard on him. Good beard.
Sorry, buddy. Oh, we got it done.
You understand the relief, the pressure, the stress? This guy gets into an octagon, fighting in front of millions of people, hoping not to lose, put on a good show. I got 2 people here, and I'm just trying to call in a bird for him. Man, I've been under stress myself. We had this bird working. He just would not commit. It's the same bird that we set up on last night. We set up on him this morning. Once he got quiet, I jumped out of the blind and I started working this top and just walking and calling. We got him fired back up again, and then
He came in.
kind of worked our way back to the blind, and then he came alive. I mean, he was just hammering. He put on his track shoes and sprinted up that hill, and that's usually pretty tough, is calling birds up to the top sometimes. But man, he put on his track shoes, he came up, worked down here, but still without a Jake decoy, he was still skittish. He still didn't want to come in. But I told Corey, I'm like, he's not going to commit. You're going to have to take him. But he made one hell of a shot. I mean, this is like total archery challenge, you know, Sean DeGray level stuff, threading the needle through those trees. I mean, this is the opening that he ended up shooting through. Shot right through that opening. So Corey made a hell of a shot.
Shoot, baby. Shoot. That thing, he came beeline.
Yeah.
It's like he was on the wide open to right when he hit the blind. Then he got in the brush. Like I was watching the reflection off the lens, watching where he would come. So he's coming, like I seen him flare it up. And he got right to the edge of the blind, like, oh, he's gonna come. And he went to the bushes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
game
like I said,
over.
and you'll have that
Checkmate.
sometimes. Yeah, he's done now.
I always said, I don't think I ever get excited over turkey, but I was shaking like booty meat. The adrenaline hit before I got that shot. Then chasing after him, felt like an episode of Cops. You know what I mean? The bad guy was trying to get away. Not from overtime, no. We got him. So it was fun. It only took 2 days. Like I said, I got to see them calling and not seeing anything. Then we saw them yesterday and just got hung up, wouldn't come in. And today, like I said, moved the blind a little closer. cut him off, and he almost didn't come out. Well, he didn't come out technically. Just told me take the shot, and I threaded that needle. Like I always say, shoot is shoot, baby.
With Kentucky in the rear view, it's off to Ohio, and after a foggy morning, the action finally started to pick up.
Go.
Oh, look at that. Well, if you take the word bow hunter and you take off the bow, you still have the word hunter. So nice welcome for Winchester coming on board this year with the show. First time I've shot a turkey with a shotgun now. It's been since 2008, 2007, something like that. So it's been a really, really long time since I've even had a shotgun on a hunt. So pretty cool to get this done here in the state of Ohio. We're actually really not too far from where I moved from. But looks like a good 2-3 year old bird, probably 3-year-old bird. Nice beard, and started off really chilly morning, but sun came out and it turned out to be an awesome day. So pretty fired up. We still got one more bird to go check out right now.
Woke up this morning, there was frost on the windshield, frost on the grass, and it was about 39 degrees. So it took the birds a little bit to kind of warm up and get off the roost and come in towards us, but we got it done. So we've hunted a couple states, and none of the toms seem to want to come into the Jake decoys, and this was actually the first morning that we had toms come into our Jakes.
All right, so there's a couple different ways you can do this. Obviously, you can take a knife and you can just cut right there to pull that beard off. But another way of doing it is you can actually just pull. It'll come off. There's even a little bit less meat on there that you don't have to do anything with the borax, but essentially, easy way to pop off the beard. Now, what I'm gonna do with this bird is I wanna try to do one of those flat lays that's in a picture frame. So I'm gonna be careful on my cut here to pull the breast meat out, and then everything is just gonna go right into the cooler. As most of you know, I'm a huge fan of dirt late model racing. So once I got back to Iowa, I had a chance to link up with Skyline Motorsports and a buddy of mine, Zeb. Zeb's the crew chief of the number 16 Tyler Bruning Longhorn. This is Zeb. Well, we had a bird we thought was going to come in. It didn't matter what we threw at him. even after his hen left him, he still didn't want to come in. So the nice thing is we've got a lot of other properties that we can go to for kind of a late morning sit. So we're going to pack up and try again. It's funny, we were actually literally just talking about this, that, you know, with these turkeys, you know, Zeb said, you know, it either works or it doesn't work. And that was kind of what we were just talking about this morning. It seems like when they commit strong, and sometimes they don't, and it doesn't matter what you throw at them, and you're not going to get them to come in. So that's what we had happen with this bird. He just stayed out there and strutted and lost interest and eventually walked away. So we'll tear down and try again.
While walking into our second setup, Zeb actually spotted a couple of strutters up on the top of the hill. We were kind of stuck into a logging road. I actually didn't think it was going to work, but we went ahead and gave it a shot, set up the blind, started calling, and this is what happened.
Well, that'll do it. Zeb said he had access to birds, and there was a ton of birds up here. So we had a bunch of different encounters with turkeys that just wouldn't commit. And I'm like, man, this is so frustrating. We're getting so close. Then all of a sudden he's like, hey, those birds just cut you off. And it was a whole new set of times. And as soon as I got binos on them, they were all just red-headed. You know, they were just super pissed. They all three just kind of came charging in. So took a shot with the bow first and immediately dumped it off and then grabbed the shotgun. But cool way to double up. It's time to get these birds out of here, breast them out. This is turkeys 46 and 47, and I've never once shot a bird with multiple beards. And he actually is the one that saw it first. So this bird, you've got, you know, the main beard right here, and then, well, I just had it. There it is. Right there. It's got like a little 2.5 inch, like a little second beard, but it counts. As long as there's one hair, it counts, by God. So
now I can actually say that I got my first double bearded bird. So it's pretty awesome. Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you enjoyed the Turkey TKO episode. If you scan this link right over here, it'll take you straight over to our YouTube channel, and that's going to be more behind the scenes of some of the gear and some of the products that were used in this episode.